Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Davison. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football and the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Moore unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Hand it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Moore. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be legal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Throwing Moore. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Calls his own number. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off. With the run on 1st and goal. They were all over it.
Well, A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Move to his right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it third and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice second down play.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Marshall. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Moore to throw. Right side, it's Stewart. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Moore will throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hits inside. It's Davison. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be dropped.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They'll run it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dante Moore. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Buchanan. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Underwood makes the catch. It's Marshall. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Again, it's Underwood. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. There he goes to the right. The tap. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Moore with the play fake. Gets rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Left side is Bear. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Marshall. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Keeps it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run him again. A host of defenders there to make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and the clock is winding out here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 15 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Bulldogs who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season.
He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Long way to go on second down.
Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set.
Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. on the run. It's Marshall. He's got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. After an unproductive first half and opening drive in the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it on the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
And did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Run ends there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Churns into the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll take it himself. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quick give. It's Davison. Nowhere to go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Moore. He's taking the shot. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board. And right now it's just about trying to save face. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight,
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for a crease. It's Davison. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Ducks! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. On the move. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Has to have it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Love the play call here. Love the decision to go RPO on fourth down. You're giving yourself options, but right here, you're just trusting in your offensive line and your running back to go get you the first down. Well done.
Flush to the left. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
As a coaching staff, you love when your players can go out and execute like that on fourth down multiple times on this drive. This offense right now, they are dialed into the game plan, and they are leaving it all out on the field, trailing in this game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Right at the line. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fat.
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed.
The fake, and he wants to throw. They've got him corralled.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Stopped right there.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Left side is Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Underwood. Look out. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Marshall. Pass to 6. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Sees a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
674, take off. 674, take off.
Here's Underwood to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for room. It's Davison. Got the first down. Turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. One more play to pad the stats. They can stop the clock a couple of more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. This is what you're looking for